Hi everybody, today is August 13th, 2013. I suppose this would go along with the meeting that Obama had in secret with the major internet providers and bankings and big businesses. It was a secret meeting, and being in secret makes you wonder what they're up to that would probably irate the U.S. citizens. NSA is commandeering the internet. Here it shows Prism collection data flow, a graph of how it's collected through different agencies. Technology companies have to fight for their users, or they'll eventually lose them. It turns out that the NSA's domestic and worldwide surveillance apparatus is even more extensive than we thought. Bluntly, the government has commandeered the internet. Most of the largest internet company provides information to the NSA, betraying their users. Some, as we've learned, fight and lose. Others cooperate, either out of patriotism or because they believe it's easier that way. I'm sure at Friday's meeting, Obama told him that you're either with us or you're against us, and you might go up in a big ball of flame or have an accident, drop dead, or conveniently have a mysterious suicide. It says here, I have one message to the executives of those companies: fight. Do you remember those old spy movies where the higher-ups in government decided that the mission is more important than the spy's life? It's going to be the same with you. You might think that your friendly relationship with the government means that they're going to protect you, but they won't. The NSA don't care about you or your customers and will burn you the moment it's convenient to do so. You're just going to be collateral damage. We've already started to see that. Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, and others are pleading with the government to allow them to expand details of what information they provided in response to national security letters and other government demands. Now, Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, Verizon, etc., they were at this secret meeting. It will be the same with you. There are lots more high-tech companies who have cooperated with the government. Most of those company names are somewhere in the thousands of documents that Edward Snowden took with him, and sooner or later they'll be released to the public. The NSA probably told you that your cooperation would forever remain secret. But they're sloppy. They put your company name on presentations delivered to thousands of people. Government employees, contractors, probably even foreign nationals. If Snowden doesn't have a copy, the next whistleblower will. That's why you have to fight. When it becomes public that the NSA has been hovering up all of your users' communications and personal files, what's going to save you in the eyes of those users is whether or not you fought. Fighting will cost you money in the short term, but capitulating will cost you more in the long term. Already companies are taking their data and communications out of the U.S. The extreme case of fighting is shutting down entirely. The secret email service, Levibit, did that last week abruptly. Landar Levison, that site's owners, wrote on his homepage, I've been forced to make a difficult decision: to become complicit in crimes against the American people or walk away from nearly 10 years of hard work by shutting down Levibit. After significant soul-searching, I have decided to suspend operations. I wish that I could legally share with you the events that led to my decision. The same day, Silent Circle followed suit, shutting down their email service in advance of any government strong-arm tactics. We see the writing on the wall, and we have decided that it is best for us to shut down Silent Mail now. We have not received subpoenas, warrants, security letters, or anything else by any government, and this is why we are acting now. I realize that this is extreme. Both of those companies can do it because they're small. Google or Facebook couldn't possibly shut themselves off rather than cooperate with the government. They're too large, they're public. They have to do what's economically rational, not what's moral. When you're a public business and you have stockholders, morals go out the window. But they can fight. You, an executive in one of those companies, can fight. You'll probably lose, but you need to take a stand, and you might win. It's time we call the government actions what it really is: commandeering. Commandeering is a practice we're used to in wartime, where commercial ships are taken for military use or production lines are converted to military production. But now it's happening in peacetime. Vast swaths of the internet are being commandeered to support this surveillance state. About a year ago, Obama signed an executive order commandeering, executive order taking control of all our resources. But what was unusual about this executive order, it didn't just take control of all our resources. It also took control of the people of the United States. I believe that was in March of 2012. But like I said, what was unusual about this executive order, is he did it in a time of peace, when the only other time it's been ever done was in a time of war. It orders cabinet agencies to determine military and civilian staffing and evaluate access to resources like supplies, materials, skilled labor, and professional and technical personnel. Yep, people are now under executive order, under control of the government. It activates and establishes a National Defense Executive Reserve composed of experts in the private and public sector. So you think, well, I don't work for the government, I don't have to worry about that. Excuse me, but you're included. That includes employing consultants or other experts without compensation. The labor security can also begin training workers to help address national defense requirements. I want you to dig a ditch. Sorry, you're going to be digging the ditch. So they've taken over all resources. That includes building materials, food, water, and the sheeple continue to sleep. So now it's happening in peacetime. Vast swaths of the internet are being commandeered to support this surveillance state. It's bigger than that. This is just the tip of the iceberg. If this is happening to your country, do what you can to isolate the actions. Do you have employees with security clearances who can't tell you what they're doing? Cut off all automatic lines of communication with them and make sure that only specific required authorized acts are being taken on behalf of the government. Only then can you look your customers and the public in the face and say that you don't know what's going on, that your company has been commandeered. Journalist Professor Jeff Jarvis recently wrote in The Guardian, technology companies, now is the moment when you must answer for us, your users, whether you are collaborators of the traitors. Yes, they're traitors. When they violate your constitutional God-given rights, they are traitors. In the U.S. government efforts to collect it all, our every move on the internet, or whether you, too, are victims of its overreach. Well, I am sure it's cool to have secret White House meetings with President Obama. I'm talking to you, Google, Apple, AT&T, and whoever else was in the room. Resist. Attend the meeting, but fight the secrecies. Whose side are you on? This is the meeting that I was talking about that they held in private. It was secret. And you know who released the information? Who leaked it out? It was a UK website, newspaper. Why the UK release it? Why wasn't it all over CNN and NBC and Fox News? Because they're all controlled by the government. They too have been commandeered. Wake up, people. The NSA isn't going to remain above the law forever. Already public opinion is changing against the government and their corporate collaborators. If you want to keep your users' trust, demonstrate that you were on their side. This government is a dictatorship, so they took control of the food, water, resources, and people. Energy, health and human services. Oh yeah, Obamacare, right. Transportation departments. Boy, aren't they sneaky. And you think we have a free government. Yeah, the dumbing of America is definitely planned. Alright, bookmark my site. I'll keep you up to date. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.